All right, welcome back. Inside the Mind's Eye, where we explore the introspective nature of reality, self-discovery, all things that are. Welcome back to the show. I want to talk today about what is surrender? How do you surrender? How does surrendering benefit me? How can surrendering benefit you? What is surrender? There's a scene from an old show from the 70s called Longstreet. And in this show it's about a blind detective, and he's helped in this special episode by a young Bruce Lee. And the blind detective's trying to figure out how to solve the case, and he hit a wall and he's struggling and he's having a really tough time. And he's talking to Bruce, and Bruce gives him this great monologue, this great dialogue. Bruce says, everybody's always trying to win. Everybody's always trying to figure out how to succeed. But to die, to lose, to really learn how to lose, to learn how to die, is to be liberated from it. And he encourages Longstreet. He says, I encourage you. He says it better in his terms. I suggest you watch the clip. If I get savvy with editing, I'll put the clip in here. But he says, learn the art of dying. That's what you need to do. To die is to be liberated from it. Everybody's so caught up on trying to win. And that's what surrender is. Surrender is an acknowledgement of my own inabilities, an acknowledgement of my own limits. It's an awareness of my own limits, and it's an awareness of this body, mind, and relationship to the whole. It's an awareness that of myself, the me that thinks it knows, the me that thinks it can push and force and make itself happen, is can't. There's things beyond this me, which is, it's weird to hear because, I like listening to inspirational shit. I like listening to John Cena on Rogan, and it inspires me and feels like I can do all this stuff. I will do all this stuff. And that's great. It's perfect. Like, great. Use that energy, use that inspiration. We get to sit here and talk. We get to take action on the things that we only think about. We want to push and try and challenge ourselves to grow and all that stuff. It's great. But we don't need to. That's the difference there. For some reason, the ego mind, the thoughts in my head start to take that inspiration and turn it from a I get to and this is potential and this is an option to I need to, I must. This has to happen. And then all of a sudden you've got a voice in your head telling you things that you need to do on a daily basis to get where you feel you need to go. And it just becomes it creates stress, it creates tension, it creates a no good, very bad time. Okay. So the idea is to practice surrendering, and it really is like the only real way that someone can surrender. There's no ability for me to decide, okay, I'm surrendered now. I humbly acknowledge my experience. I turn my will and my life over to this power. I recognize the fallibility of my own resources, the limits of my own abilities. Okay, it's all you. Like, you can have it. Whatever's doing that also needs to be surrendered, okay? So it's practically impossible in my experience to consciously surrender. But what you can do, and what I can do, and what we can do, I think, which is great, is to practice through meditation the awareness of my own limits, the awareness of my own inability to create. This is just my experience. I've never been able to create a sustained state of contentment, peace, and happiness in my own life. I've never been able to create that for myself. When I stopped trying to do that, when I stopped trying to make myself or to get to the place or to get where I thought I needed to be, when I stopped trying and I started practicing this, when I started practicing surrender, all that stuff happened naturally. All that stuff is already present naturally. I had to just get out of the way of it. So I think the only real way to practice surrender is to practice meditation. It's just to practice watching, to recognize and see, like, like really see this person that's living my life, really see this person. And I say it like that because like I'm living my life, you're living your life, but it's not really my life. I didn't choose to be here. All the things that has happened to me over the last few years were not from me. Like it wasn't my thoughts or my ideas that got me into this space and this state and this ability to experience life in the way I get to today. Like it was not, I'm telling you, it was not my thinking. It was not my beliefs. It was not my, some of them were actions I took. But the point was the willingness and the motivation to even take actions did not come from me. I mean, it was waking up in the morning, practicing to say, hey, listen, I'm seeing again. I'm tight again. I'm aware that I'm trying to control things. I'm aware that I'm running the show. Just being honest with myself, and recognizing how uncomfortable and how scared and afraid and nervous and anxious and tense I was becoming, and realizing like, okay, that there's something going on in my own mind and in my own heart and my own subconscious. Like I've got my hands over this show, and I need to turn it over. I need to let it go. And I know I can't do it on my own. I can't, because even the thing that's aware of this is going to have an idea of what it needs to do to fix this. And even that won't work. So for me, surrender itself is just an awareness of like, I can't do shit. You can't do shit. We are screwed. Okay. That's humility. And then something great can happen. And I think that's what Bruce Lee's talking about. He's saying, learn how to die, learn how to lose. Liberation, surrender and liberation go hand in hand. I mean, it's, yeah, the ego, the me that thinks it knows what it needs, that thinks it knows where it's going, that thinks it knows what has to happen for others around me. I mean, that's crazy. That happens to me still. Like every week I get upset because people aren't doing what I think they should be doing, and it's pointless. There's no reason to get upset. People are people, and like you can do your best and you can learn from it. You can see it, talk through it, grow from it. But there's no reason to get all frustrated and upset when you're trying to move in a direction that's positive. It's just about trusting the process, and then and then becoming aware, just being honest with myself, being honest with yourself, becoming aware, turning it over. It's not something that you can will into existence, but it's something that can and will happen, especially if you're listening to this and you've gone, 8 minutes in, like it'll happen. Like that's the best part about this type of stuff is I don't have to actually think about any of this stuff anymore. Like it just starts happening. People start showing up on my phone and videos start talking to me and insights occur, and they don't occur in my head. They occur in my heart. And I just take a breath and let things go. And I I'll stay with the emotion, the tenseness. I'll watch it arise in my own body, and I'll recognize it as being a visitor, and it's a visitor in the house of my own being. And you want to treat your visitors with compassion. You want to kind of be nice to them. You don't want to, oh, this is bad, get out of here, this is not good. Like that's just rude. It's not very nice. Just, hey, thanks for showing up. This is interesting that, 2 seconds ago I was totally fine, but with this piece of information now I'm boiling in rage. Like, that's weird. Isn't that curious? Like, what is it about this situation that I'm not okay with? Asking that question. Why am I not okay? What is it that I think I need? What is it that I think needs to happen? And just being honest with yourself. Surrendering, acceptance, honesty, they all go hand in hand. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this. I hope it was helpful in some way. And I'll be back, and we'll be back with more stuff. Have a most excellent rest of your day. And I hope you stay excellent.
You are not ready.
I know.
Like everyone else, you want to learn the way to win, but never to accept the way to lose. To accept defeat, to learn to die is to be liberated from it. So when tomorrow comes, you must free your ambitious mind and learn the art of dying. May it be well with you, Mike.